because you do it very well, really.
Hello, good night.
What is your dream?
I never imagined I'd feel this alive again. Today, I stand here before you, my heart beating as if it were about to burst. Not for me, but for the story that brought me to this stage. My name is David. I'm 38 years old, and for many years, I've lived carrying scars that you can't see, scars that don't heal with bandages or medicine. Before you see me standing on this platform, I want you to know who I am, where I come from, and why I'm here. Because the truth is, I wasn't always the man you can see now. There was a time when life seemed like a relentless enemy, an adversary who seemed to relish every blow it threw at me. I grew up in a neighborhood where the sound of screams and sirens were the soundtrack to my childhood. My father left when I was barely 5, and my mother worked long hours at 2 jobs just to keep us afloat. I learned early on that food wasn't always guaranteed, and that the warmth of a hug was a luxury I could rarely afford. I grew up feeling invisible, as if my problems were too small for anyone to care about, but too big for me to handle. When I was 18, I made the decision to join the military. I thought there I would find purpose, discipline, and most of all, a place where my life would finally have meaning. And I found it, at least at first. I learned to wake up before dawn, to face fear, to protect those who couldn't protect themselves. I learned the meaning of loyalty, camaraderie, and fortitude. But I also learned something else, that life can change in an instant, and that vulnerability can come in the most brutal ways. During one deployment, something went horribly wrong. An explosion, a single second that changed everything, left me without my right leg. The doctors saved my life, but nothing could give me back what I had lost. I remember waking up in that military hospital feeling a void, a silence that seemed to scream at me that my life was over. I felt fear, anger, pain, and a sadness so profound that I thought I'd never get up again. Months passed, and rehabilitation was harder than I ever imagined. Every step on crutches, every attempt to move again was a reminder of what I had lost. There were days when I wanted to give up, days when I looked at my reflection and saw only an incomplete man. The dreams I'd had, the goals I thought were unattainable, everything seemed to have vanished. That's when I discovered something unexpected. During my recovery, a friend loaned me an old guitar he had at his house. I didn't know how to play, but something inside me needed to express itself. At first, it was clumsy notes, jumbled sounds that seemed like chaos, but little by little, the notes began to align, forming something I could recognize as music. And then came my voice. At first, it was harsh and insecure, but as I sang, I felt something inside me awaken. I began writing songs inspired by my experience, my time in the military, camaraderie, loss, and pain. Each lyric was a memory, each chord a scar transformed into strength. I discovered I could tell my story through music, and that every time I sang, I not only healed myself, but I could touch the hearts of those who listened. Music became my refuge, my voice when I couldn't speak, my strength when my body told me I couldn't take it anymore. But it wasn't easy. Many people doubted me, told me I'd never be able to live a normal life again, that music wouldn't pay my bills or erase my past. There were nights I cried in front of my guitar, wondering if it was worth it. But there was always something that pushed me forward, the certainty that my story could be bigger than my pain. And here I am today, before you, on a stage I never thought I'd step on again, missing a leg, but with a heart full of life and a voice that wants to share what I've experienced. Because the truth is, it doesn't matter what life takes from you, what matters is what you decide to do with what's left. When I was a young man in the military, I learned that even in the darkest moments, one can find purpose. I learned that strength isn't always in the body, but in the will to keep going, in the ability to get up every time you fall. And today, as I look at this illuminated stage with lights shining in shades of gold and blue, I feel like I'm about to share something that goes beyond a simple song. I'm about to share my life, my resilience, and my hope. I don't come here to ask for compassion. I'm not looking for pity. I come to show you that even though life may tear parts of you away, there's always something that no one can take away from you. Your voice, your spirit, and your ability to transform pain into art. Music gave me that, and today I want all of you to feel it. This stage, these lights, the audience, all of this is a reminder that each of us can find our own way to shine, even when all seems lost. My voice, every word I speak, every note I reach, is filled with the story of a man who fell and rose again, who lost a part of himself, but found a strength he never imagined he had. So today, I'm not just here to sing. I'm here to tell you that pain isn't the end, that scars can become songs, and that even when life takes a leg, it can never take your voice. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to hear something very special. This song I'm about to perform is more than music. It's my story, my past, my army, my wounds, my memories, and most of all, my hope. Every word you'll hear was written with tears and strength, with fear and courage. And now, I'm going to sing.
Let's start with this.
Shadows left my fears, carried burdens through these years. Though I stumble, I stand tall. In the silence, I hear the call. Hope is rising like the sun. With each step I begin to run from the ashes, bounds the dawn, from the water and I'm right. Hope is rising like the dawn. In this journey I am reborn. With each heartbeat I'll chase the light. In the depths of the night I'll rise and fight. Though the road ahead may be long, with every moment I'll find my song. In the stillness I feel the spark, a fire within, ignite in the dark. Hope is rising like a flame. With each
I think you're a very special
Congratulations and thank you.
because you're really good at it.
4 yeses?